Hey there, how's it going? This is the city of Shkodër in northern Albania on Lake Shkodra, and in this video that I'm going to explain how expensive is Albania. I just arrived here a couple of days ago coming from Montenegro. This is my first time to Albania. I am here on the balcony of my hotel room. Check it out. And so I'll head into the room here. A nice private room with AC. Free Wi-Fi that is actually really good, and then a private bathroom here, desk and cabinet, flat screen TV, and guess how much this room is? Seems like maybe it would be, $60, $70. No, it's less than that, maybe $50. That would be a pretty good deal, right? No, it's less than that, $40. I mean, that's getting kind of ridiculously cheap. $30 for this room? No, it's even less than that. $20? No, it is less than $20. This room is 15 euros, which is $17, including taxes and everything, for a nice private room. And breakfast is also included, so that's just amazing. There's lots of places in Europe where you would pay 15 euros just for the breakfast, and then you get a room for free, basically. Now, the one little drawback, and what probably brings down the price a bit, is the location. As you saw, they're not a great view or anything. It's a bit of a walk from the city center and Lake Shkodra, but I will head down there soon and walk around the city a bit and give you a little better idea of how expensive things cost here. And so in Albania, then they use the Albanian lek, it's called. That is the local currency. The current exchange rate for the lek versus the US dollar is 115 Albanian lek to $1 US. But for the sake of simplicity, then we'll just call it 100 to 1, and then all you do is drop 2 zeros off of the prices that you see, and that will give you a pretty close approximation of the price. And so here we have some Albanian lek. That is 2,000. And so you just drop off 2 zeros, and so that is about $20. It's actually slightly more, maybe $22 or so. And then here's 1,000 lek, drop off 2 zeros, about $10, and some coins, 100, and so that is about $1, 10 cents, 5 and 5. Now apparently the euro is also accepted widely within Albania. I haven't discovered if it's like universal throughout Albania or just sort of in certain places, but they did accept euro for paying for my hotel here, and as I understand it, then it is fairly widely accepted. All right, so I'm all packed up and ready to roll here. I'm going to head out of the room here, walk to the city center, which I haven't actually seen myself yet, give a little taste of this fairly interesting looking non-touristy city of Albania, and show you how much things cost. And so it's Hotel Floga. A little bit of a desolate spot here, but within a walk then I'm kind of in what feels more like the city. And so there's this long street that goes down this way with lots of markets and restaurants, and I believe this is heading towards the lake, so I'm just going to walk on down this way. Big market on the left. I'm sure that it is nice and cheap in there. At a little fruit market last night, I bought 3 huge bananas for about $1. The taxi ride from the bus station to the hotel there cost about $5. I'm not sure, if that was exactly the right price or not, but either way, still pretty cheap. So it looks like a hamburger is 100 lek, which is less than $1. The first night that I was here, I ate at a restaurant that I was expecting to walk past because I thought it was on the street, but I didn't notice it. But I got a massive moussaka and a Greek salad, and it came to just $6. Check out the mosque. Albania is majority Muslim. I wonder what the story is with this building. And I wonder what the story is with this building. So I got some information that Lake Shkodra is straight down that way, about a 15 or 20 minute walk or so, and a bus heads down there, so I thought that I would save my legs a little bit, especially considering this intense heat, and catch the bus, which I'm sure will be very cheap. The question is, when does it come? And so I just bought a juice, peach. It was 100 lek, or a little less than $1. Here comes a bus. Not sure if it's the right one, but it's going the right general direction. Hello. Okay, so I have no idea where I am. I was expecting to get to like a, area beside the lake that had lots of restaurants, like a promenade kind of a thing, and never really saw that. Up there is the castle that overlooks the city, which is now on the other side of that hill there. And so I saw the sign for that and thought, okay, well, I'll just get off here and check out this church for one thing, and then go up to the castle. And I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm gonna look for some lunch somewhere along the way. I'm just winging it in my usual style. Definitely interesting landscapes here, and whatever you call this area of the town that I'm in. And so, although Albania is majority Muslim, there are Christians here as well. I guess it's about 60% Muslim, and then about like 17% or something Orthodox Christian, I believe. And so there are both mosques and churches. I can see a sign there for a mosque that I think is a historic monument. See if I can go inside. What a trip. Nobody else in here. It's nice and cool. Found a nice spot here. The castle is just like right up there. So from here I will walk across the road there and then head up to the castle, get some cool views. Got a beer here, I'm not sure how much it is yet, and then I ordered a tagliatelle, which I'm not exactly sure what that is, some Italian dish that I'm not sure if I've had, but it was with spinach and goat cheese, and that sounded kind of good, so just thought that I would go for it. And it's just 500 lek, which is less than $5. And there we go, a tagliatelle with spinach and goat cheese. Looks delicious. Kalaja I Rozafas, Castle of Rozafa, Jamia I Plumbit, Mosque of Plumbi, this way. So the total bill there was 570 lek. Meow. So it was only 70 lek for that beer, so basically $5. All right, now I got a little bit of a walk. Hey, buddy. And there's the castle, bit of a walk. And I'll also mention that for dinner last night, then I had a more traditional Albanian dish. I forget the name of it now. I didn't actually know what it was exactly when I ordered it, but the guy said that it was a, more local Albanian dish. It was a meat dish, and I wasn't really sure how much it cost. It didn't say on the menu there at that place, so they brought it to me. It was like this plate of meat, of just like bones and gristle and stuff that you had to pick through to get something out of it. I wasn't that big of a fan of it. I think that it was goat, But then it also came with a salad that was similar to a Greek salad, but it must be like the Albanian version. Olives and cucumbers and tomatoes, but then it also had pickles and feta cheese, so slightly different from a Greek salad. It also came with French fries, and so it was still very filling, even though I didn't really get a whole lot off of that plate of meat. But then when the bill came, it was a little bit more expensive than other cheaper Albanian dishes. It was about $16, but still, that's not bad for a huge, like, 3-course meal like that. And I got another peach juice here that was 130 lek, slightly more expensive since I'm right here at the castle, and somebody said that it is just 200 lek to go in, which is like $2. And so getting some nice views. There's the town of Shkodër, and then over there is Lake Shkodra. I was a little bit mistaken. I thought that the town was like right on the lake, but apparently not. Lake Shkodra is the largest lake in all of the Balkans. And almost to the castle. $200, yeah?
200.
And so from here you can get a little bit better idea that that is definitely a big lake. Keep clean the castle area. Nothing worse than a messy castle. And here we go, the full panorama. Looks like some wildfires out there. Making things hazy, I guess. Oh, wow, what a view. Out there is Montenegro, where I came from a couple of days ago. And the castle. I guess the exact time that it was built is a little bit unknown, but it's about 1100, 1200 years old. Whoa, that goes down. Hey, hello. Wild. That one just goes down into the darkness. I actually have a headlamp on me, but don't think I'll go for it. A good place to encounter scorpions, snakes, mountain lions, dragons, who knows what. Very cool. Okay, I'm going to take off, walk back down the hill, catch another bus into the center of town, and get back to my room, do some work and stuff. So I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. I hope that it gave you a good idea of how expensive is Albania, which is to say it's definitely very, very cheap. Lots more coming from Albania. See ya.